I cannot find a way to set this whole thing up. Like, I'm trying to get it so that way it's like, it's right here so you guys can see the background, and then like, you know, because I had it right here. Okay, so focus. If I put you right here, you can see the lights. If I'm right here, my audio is not that great and you can hear the fan. So what I'm trying to do is get my microphone up here maybe, but I don't have like a stick thing, so I don't know how that's gonna work, and I need a recorder using my computer, so give me one momento. Okay, should I just keep recording it? Okay, that's not gonna work. Like this, or maybe if it's under. Okay, I think I got an idea. I got a bench. Oh shoot, I'm gonna put this in front of me. This is harder than it looks. Yes, and this thing would be like this. And just put this thing on top. And we got ourselves a setup. Now I just need to put my computers on. And so this wire goes, and it goes up there, and that's a seal. Okay, nice. And then I have my lights right here so they can shine right there. Okay, it's kind of complex, but I think it works. I think we are good to go. Okay, the light is still showing a little bit. How about that? Okay, I think that is good. I think you guys can hear me good. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. Yes, I can't see. The screen is blurry. Someone give me glasses, please. Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I hope you guys are all doing amazing today or tonight. Depends on when you're watching this. There's always cars passing by my street, and I don't understand why they gotta be so loud. I got a good mic going on right here, the mic setup. It was weird because I was gonna do it over here on this side. Camera was gonna face this way. And I was like, no, it's gotta be consistent, and it's gotta be the same as it's been in the previous videos. So here we are again. Today, we are doing story time. Yeah, we're doing story time. This is gonna be a new segment on my channel. It's gonna be called Story Time with Juan. I literally just made that right now. I don't even know. So I made a poll on Instagram to see what kind of videos and content you guys want me to make, and a lot of you guys said like a story time kind of vibe, and then a lot of people said mukbangs or mukbang. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I might do some of that, but I feel like that's so weird to watch someone eat
chicken leg piece.
I think that's strange, but well, you know, whatever floats your boat. So check this out. I have two stories that I want to share with you guys today. I have so many to share, so we're just gonna do two at a time, I think, so that way these videos aren't too long. So yeah, sit back, relax, eat some popcorn, roonies, some granola bars, eat pizza, whatever you got. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the first story for today. The first one, I have it on my phone, that way I don't forget. But here we go. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. The time I was on the news. I was on the news one time, and it's so weird. And I mean, to me, it's funny, like how I got on the news. So what ended up happening, it was on July 4th of last year, 2019. There was an earthquake, or there was two like earthquakes back to back. They were happening near LA, over there. Not that far away, but it was like, you know, like an hour away. And I live in Hesperia, so obviously, you know, we still felt the earthquake here. And I mean, my bed was moving and stuff, and it was hitting the walls, but like, it wasn't like how it was over there. And so what I ended up doing was I made a 5-second video of just like me in my bed, like shaking. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Just as a joke, and it got like 10,000 views on my Instagram. Like, I don't know how or like what even. And so I also put it on my Twitter, and I don't even have any followers on my Twitter. And somehow I was just scrolling, and then I get like a notification in my inbox, and it says it's from like a news reporter or something. They had inboxed me, and they asked me if I could be interviewed through Skype. She was like, oh, I can't speak through here, but I'm gonna send you an email. What is your email? And so I sent her my email, and I don't even know what was going on. I thought it was just fake, whatever's. So I get an email back, and it says Univision, and I'm like, yo, wait, hold on, this is like a Spanish news like network, like on TV, on television. And I was just like, whoa, hold on, what's going on? She's from Univision, and she's a reporter, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I guess they're from Miami, so it's like a 3-hour time difference. 8 o'clock over there is 5 o'clock over here. So they wanted me to be there up in the morning, in the crack of dawn, on Skype at 5 o'clock in the morning, live. And let me just tell you guys, I don't even know. Yeah, so I ended up being on TV, and they asked me a few questions, and I obviously had to answer them in Spanish because it was a Spanish network. It's just like, I don't even know what to say, and my face was all red, and It's just, I don't know what I was wearing. And I had like a ring light, and I was trying to look all professional. And I was so nervous because I was like, yo, I'm on television right now. And the lady is like verified on Instagram, like a famous news anchor lady. And I'm just like, what the heck? But the crazy part is that it didn't even happen in my area. Like the midpoint of the earthquake happened over there in LA. And they contacted me. I'm a dude from Hesperia, and they contacted me. Like out of all the people you could have asked, they asked me. And it's so weird. And they asked me if I was prepared, and I was like, oh yeah, I have sopa de maruchan. That's probably not the answer they were looking for, but that's all I had in my head because I had nothing else to say. But yeah, so that was the time that I was on the news. I wish I could have done better, but you know, sometimes things come unexpectedly. So anyways, also I got some apple juice right here because my mouth is getting parched. It's hot outside. It is 82 degrees right now. But yeah, so that is the first story of how I got on the news, which was kind of crazy, but yeah. And now time for the second story. And this story is how I fractured my pinky. Yes, I fractured my pinky. I mean, I think it looks okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it. Fractured right here in the middle. This is what happened. I was in 8th grade, I believe. And, you know, we had recess and I was in the quad area. A group of us got a volleyball and we decided to start passing it at each other. Like, just like spiking it and passing at each other. Like, we had like 4 people on each side. And I don't know who it was. Someone decided to come up with the idea of putting your hands out like this, like a Spider-Man. When he shoots out his webs, someone was like, yo, we should do the Spider-Man thing before you catch the ball. And I was like, what? I don't understand.
Okay.
What happened was this guy decided to pass the ball to me, right? So this one guy was like,
yo, I'm gonna pass it to you, Juan. Be ready.
And I was like,
okay, I'll be ready. Go ahead.
This guy spikes the ball, like spikes it hardcore. I don't know what this dude was on. He went ham out 110% on me, okay? And my brain cannot react that fast, okay? So by the time I saw him spike the ball, I was barely going like this. My brain was still trying to process like, okay, I still have to open my hands and catch it. So basically the ball smacked my pinky so hard. And you know when you're like, ooh, and then I just kind of like felt all this pain rushing through my pinky. But then I was like, you know what? I might have just sprained it or something because I could still kind of move it. And I was like, yeah, well, it's not broken. Like, there's no way it's broken or fractured. Like, I can still move it. I mean, I should have seen this as a sign when I asked the proctor if my pinky was okay. And it was literally like this. And I went to my teacher's classroom and I told her, hey, I think I broke my pinky. She was like,
okay.
Like, I have a broken pinky and you're saying it's okay? She was like,
what do you want me to do about it?
Send me to the office. What else? So I go to the office. The lady is like,
hey, how can I help you?
By the time I go to the office, by the way, my pinky is swollen. It's purple and green, not exaggerating. And I show her my pinky. I'm like, hey, I think my pinky is broken. She's like,
oh my God. I'll get you some ice.
And I know ice is supposed to help with the swelling, but at the time I wasn't thinking like that. So in my head I was like, yo, there's no way this lady's just gonna give me ice, like if that's gonna solve every issue of my broken pinky. And I don't know why I was thinking like that. I mean, I was in middle school, okay? It was a long time ago. So I ended up going to the hospital and I got x-rays on my pinky. And once we left the x-ray room, the door was still open. Me and my dad were walking out and all I hear from the back of the room was,
oh my God.
Yo, I turned around and I looked at my dad. I was like, did he hear him? He said, oh my God. And my dad was like,
I didn't hear anything.
And I was looking at my pinky like, yo, what's going on? So we go to the x-ray, like where they show you the pictures. And the guy was like, yeah, you see right there? So pretend this was my whole pinky. Where my 2 fingers meet is my joint. So it turns out that my pinky was like, okay, so it was fractured. And I don't know how I was able to like bend my pinky still, but I could. So they told me that I had to get surgery on my pinky. Luckily, I can move all my fingers and they are all okay, including my pinky. I had to come up with an excuse to not make it sound lame when the lady asked me,
how did he break your pinky?
So I was like, oh, I was playing football. And she believed it. So, but yeah, so that's what happened. Not one of my best moments in life, but it's life's way of telling you to be cautious and be careful. So ever since, I've always tried to be like careful with what I do and make sure like I'm not straining any of my muscles or something. It is unpredictable. Yeah. And then I ended up getting a huge green cast on my pinky. It was a fat cast and it was neon green. Like, they didn't let me choose a color, but out of all the you could have given me blue. No, they gave me a huge neon green. Never forget that moment, ever. So yeah, those were my 2 stories of my story time. Yeah, also, I want to start working on more cinematic visuals and videos. So here's a little clip of something that I did like yesterday, or I guess today. I sit up like at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I was just like, you know what? let me just make a cinematic sequence or something. Yeah, I know it's like 5 seconds, but I just thought it looked professional, and I want to be an actor, so I just wanted to put that out there. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this story time, and feel free to comment down below any other ideas, like anything. And if you guys enjoyed this kind of content, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. Share it with your friends and family. Also, if you guys want to be a part of the notification gang, just click that bell icon and make sure you're subscribed. Thank you guys for watching this video, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out!